y'all cool theorizers. Today we're exploring two new sequels of 2019, Toy Story 4 and Frozen 2. So let's begin. Today I would like to start from Toy Story 4. Anyway, Toy Story 4, we're first going to be discussing the summary. The summary is as follows. Woody, Buzz Lightyear, and the rest of the gang embark on a road trip with Bonnie and a new toy named Forky. The adventurous journey turns into an unexpected reunion as Woody's slight detour leads him to his long-lost friend Bo Peep. As Woody and Bo discuss the old days, they soon start to realize that they're worlds apart when it comes to what they want from life as a toy. Okay, so right from the start, we have a good summary to work with as this big, beefy paragraph, and let's just start breaking it down. So the first sentence, Woody, Buzz Lightyear, and the rest of the gang embark on a road trip with Bonnie and a new toy named Forky, is really just the main sentence of everything that's setting up the rest of this. And that's kind of like the main line. That's the one-sentence summary of Toy Story 4. Next sentence, the adventurous journey turns into an unexpected reunion as Woody's slight detour leads him to his long-lost friend, Bo Peep. This is kind of something that happens, and it's an important event in the story as the second sentence. The third sentence is, as Woody and Bo discuss the old days, they soon start to realize that they're worlds apart when it comes to what they want from life as a toy. Now this is just pointing to the character change that has happened, and it is showing you how much character change has really happened, because in Toy Stories 1 to 3, they have practically the same wants from life as a toy, but now Woody's straying in one direction and Bo is straying in the other direction. So that really shows how the characters change, and we'll be back to that soon. Anyway, now we can discuss the characters. Let's start from Woody himself. Woody in this movie is more expressive, and the plot itself is actually very expressive. It's much more expressive than any of the other three Toy Story movies. And really, what I experienced just as a person watching this is kind of like, it's touching to see how Woody has changed from the first Toy Story movie when you were like introducing him and like everything was happening, everything was new, you weren't quite with the flow yet, it was just the first movie, we were introducing you to the next three movies that would come up. And, but in Toy Story 4, that's really not what's happening. It's just snap, snap. Now let's talk about Bo. I feel like Bo as a person, she is a very, she has a nice character. I like her character, but I feel like her best movie was Toy Story 1, and the other movies she was kind of not very good. No offense. Anyway, so that's Bo and Woody. Buzz, well, Buzz is always Buzz. He doesn't really ever change, so that's all. And then we have the rest of the gang, which is also like Buzz. They didn't change a lot. Maybe they got older, but that's practically it. Anyway, now let's compare Andy and Bonnie and their characters and how they play with the toys. Anyway, so Andy and Bonnie, I'm going to be judging them and seeing which one of them is a better toy player. Anyway, first we have Andy, our first competitor, and we're matching up for imagination. Anyway, the imagination that Andy possesses is quite amazing. He can do practically anything with his imagination, and not a pun. No pun intended. Anyway, Andy is just, he's perfect for the imagination, and we're giving him 1 point plus for that. And just because it's so good, his imagination, I'm going to give him 1 extra point. So Andy, 2-0. Next round is the caring for the toys outside of playing and inside of playing. I feel like this is a really debatable subject because, what's her name? Bonnie, she cares for her toys while she's playing and while she's not playing as well. She tries to sneak them in, all of that. And then we have kind of like, we have Andy, who's, it's debatable, but you could say that he only cares for his toys while he's playing with them, and he just uses them to play, not like Bonnie. But there are two exceptions to this rule, and they are Buzz and Woody. But you could argue that I'm wrong. Anyway, so that is really it for that round, and I'm giving that point to Bonnie. So we have 2-1. And the invalid and the final round will decide if it will be a tie or if Andy will take the lead. Anyway, what's next? Well, we have the perfect round that will finish this all off, and it is handling of the toy. And right away, Bonnie takes her toys everywhere. At least she tries to take her toys everywhere. Wow. She tries to take her toys everywhere, and he does not. So we are giving that point to Bonnie. And that is 2-2, a tie. No one of them is better than the other. They are equally good at playing with toys, and that is about it for judging. But if you wouldn't consider Andy's, if you would only say that Andy deserves 1 point for his imagination, then Bonnie is better. But I still think Andy gets 2 for his great imagination. The best imagination of any Disney character ever to exist. Anyway, let's talk about the plot now. Why shouldn't we? The plot. Let's talk about plot progression at first. I feel like plot progression in Toy Story 4, it was not great. It wasn't rapid. It wasn't slow either. It was just in the middle, really. You couldn't say that it was slow. You couldn't say that it was fast. It was just kind of in the middle. So, if we have that in the middle, and I have to admit, the Toy Story 4, the not quickly and not slowly progressing plot, it kind of was a deal breaker for me. And really, it would have been more interesting if it was either more slow or more fast. And I know I usually don't like slow progressing plots, but medium progressing plots are just like the worst of them, because you're not getting a fast one, you're not getting a slow one, it's just kind of mumble jumble. So really, I'm saying that was a reason to not like Toy Story 4, but that can be negotiated. And then also about the plot, is there space for theories? I think that yes, there is a lot of space for theories, but not quite as much as Frozen 2, which we will return to soon. Anyway, next we have Frozen 2 to talk about. And here we have our summary yet again. Elsa the Snow Queen has an extraordinary gift, the power to create ice and snow. But no matter how happy she is to be surrounded by the people of Arendelle, Elsa finds herself strangely unsettled. After hearing a mysterious voice call out to her, Elsa travels to enchanted forests and dark seas beyond her kingdom, an adventure that soon turns into a journey of self-discovery. So really what this is saying is Elsa has an extremely powerful gift. She can create ice and snow, but even though she's surrounded by loved ones and friends, she doesn't feel happy, so she goes to adventure into the unknown to find her true self. And in that adventure of her true self, she does discover her true self, really. Okay, now we can look at the characters. I feel like Anna is one of my favorite Disney characters, did not get enough screen time. She did not get enough screen time. That's all I have to say. Elsa, too much screen time. Just the opposite. Kristoff, they gave him a song. Cool. Olaf, they gave him a song. Too bad. Because the first one from the In Summer one from Frozen 1 was much better. Anyway, so that's about it for the characters. We have pretty quick results. Anna, not enough screen time. Elsa, too much screen time. Kristoff got a song. Wow, good job, Kristoff. And Olaf, In Summer is better. Anyway, after we compared all the characters, we can really talk about comparing Frozen 1 to Frozen 2. Anyway, first, songs. Who has better songs? Definitely Frozen 1. That's 1 point for Frozen 1, and no points for Frozen 2. Who has a better wardrobe? Definitely Frozen 2. That's 1 point for Frozen 2, 1 point for Frozen 1. Who has the better animation? it's hard, but Frozen 2, which puts 2-1. And then we have final result, final round, which round had the better characters, and I'm definitely going to give that one to, well, you already know, because Frozen 2, I feel like it had more mature characters, which I liked, which I am giving the characters to Frozen 2. That puts us 3-1, but because I just like Frozen 1 much more, it gets plus 7 points. Okay, maybe not, but can we just please do it? Anyway, so that puts us at a result of 8-3, and by a big lead of 5 whole points, Frozen is a better movie. Anyway, now we can talk about the plot progression. And the plot progression was not like Toy Story 4's. I really enjoyed that it was at some places slow, then rapid, then slow, rapid, slow, rapid. And theories, there are a lot of theories, and as a YouTuber, as a theory YouTuber, as a movie YouTuber, as a miscellaneous YouTuber, really, having theory loopholes is great for me. I enjoy movies that have loopholes, and I might just give it an extra few points for that in the long run. Anyway, then we have a plot really based over, and I feel like Frozen 2 takes it for maturity and all of that base over Toy Story 4. Okay, so considering all the results, out of 10, I'm going to give Toy Story 4 5.4 out of 10. And that is debatable, so tell me in the comment section down below if you'd like to debate about that. Remember, also, press that subscribe button, the notification bell, make it ring ding ding, and that thumbs up button. It helps with the algorithm. Anyway, next, well, Frozen 2, of course. Let's see, is Frozen 2 better than Toy Story 4? Frozen 2 will need a 5.5 out of 10 to beat Toy Story 4 and become the best Disney sequel of the year. Of this episode of Toy Story 4 and Frozen 2. Anyway, is it? The answer is yes, it is. Frozen 2 gets a 7.9, but Frozen gets an 8.9, which makes it a point higher. Alright, so that means that Frozen 2 is much better. Well, no. By 2.5 out of 10, Frozen 2 takes it over Toy Story 4. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to press that subscribe button, the notification bell, and that thumbs up button. It helps with the algorithm. Also, leave a comment. Anyway, guys, so that is a reveal. Frozen 2 is better than Toy Story 4. Do you agree? Tell me in the comment section down below. And I'll see you guys in the next podcast. Bye.